Hey, that was not my intention, man, to get you like that. I'm sorry.
What?
Welcome to the Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda podcast.
Exactly, right? So, I mean, there was a bitter tea there. But that said, you know, I mean, you don't hang on those. You get past them, and then I.
Really?
Then we move on.
You don't hang on to those past mentioning them on every single every appearance you have, every time you're on camera.
Yes, every time. He's such an
just a couple years later, I also was up for Titanic, so there was kind of a double banger with Leo.
Why would you say this?
That was okay, because that one I wasn't as close. Like, I was up for it. I read for it. I know that I was in the contention somewhere. Another one was Lord of the Rings. I was actually up for Sean's role, and I heard I got pretty close on that as well. And then
that would have been a perfect movie for you.
It would have, although I couldn't.
Why? Because he looks like a freaking hobbit.
Like a goblin. He looks like a goblin. He looks like a troll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would have been perfect.
I'll give him that. He did a great job aesthetically being able to add that weight.
He got really fat. I could never get that fat because I'm too coked up all the time. Seriously.
Something I cannot physically do.
I wish I had
your problem. Even if I stuffed myself with donuts and, you know,
I also do drugs and then it's wrong.
This is my dream. I wish I could eat whatever I want.
I can teach you. I could change your.
This is actually seriously one of my favorite parts of this.
What is he talking about?
Me too. God.
Right, because he's about to go into veganism, and I just love, like, Billy just shuts him down, and because he's a vegan too, like, it can be a choice, it can be a personal life choice. I'm all for it, but like this idea that like once you go vegan you just get skinny is so BS.
Or just eat fruit.
Thing.
Yeah, right. It's just a fruitarian.
Just because I've been doing it my whole life, but.
What would you change?
Well, I don't know that much about you, so I'd have to ask a few questions. What are your diets?
I actually never heard of you. In fact, I've never met you before.
You are a vegan.
Yeah,
you still struggle?
Oh, yeah. I even owned a vegan tea house.
I did not know.
Oh my God! Do your research, sir.
I was gonna say that's so funny because not only is he a vegan, but he has a vegan tea house that is like a business.
Good job.
I can't act superior to him now.
I know, right?
Are you vegan? I thought I read that, but I never trusted.
I'm vegetarian, 80% vegan. I still do butter because I like cooking with butter. It gives the authenticity.
I grew up in Chicago. It's all about the butter.
Exactly, right. I don't do milk at all anymore, so I cut out all the dairy mostly. But I do cheese and butter. Those are my two cheese.
That's dairy, sir.
Cut out all the dairy. But I do cheese and butter and ice cream.
Cheese, butter.
I mean, to be fair,
veganism is like sobriety. You got to cheat at it.
Right.
Exactly. It's just like the sobriety thing.
That's a really good point, Nick, which is like he's basically treating his veganism 80-20 exactly like his sobriety. It's like, I don't do heroin anymore, but I do whippets. I don't do milk, which has lactose in it, but I do all the like
He's like, I cook tofu, but I cook it in pork fat.
Exactly, yeah.
Makes it taste good. Otherwise, it's like shitty. So
otherwise, it's gross.
Okay. Well, I'm vegan. I can't.
He's like,
save my life.
Well, do you drink? Do you drink alcohol?
I do not.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Come on, man.
I love how he tries to get him again. He's like, so you drink, right? And he's like, no, I don't.
Shit, where can I go with this?
He's like, shit, my nutritionist dietitian background has failed me again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. He's like, do you drink?
I literally watched 11 videos on YouTube on the subject.
Seriously,
basically an expert.
I'm cold sober pretty much for about 20 years.
You are an anomaly, literally.
Vampire is the word.
So I'm gonna call this out right now. I think the way that he kind of vaguely said his sobriety, is different than the way that Corey vaguely says his sobriety. Because Billy Corgan, to my knowledge, you guys can point this out if I'm wrong, has never really been a big forthcoming person like I'm sober, like Corey is, right? Like Corey's story contains and revolves around his sobriety, whereas Billy probably never really comes around and says I'm sober.
He said it, I didn't. Okay.
You touring with Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Yes, should be fun.
I saw Bizkit when they kind of had their comeback show recently, a couple years ago with the Troubadour. I think it was when they kind of had the original lineup back together.
Yeah.
And I talked to Fred for a while.
Yeah.
Work out. Love the band.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Well, he just directed my new video. So
I haven't seen the video yet. I heard the song.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the song?
We can if you want to. But he directed the video. It's
This is such a like discerning look from him because he's like, you don't want to talk about your new song that you just came out with? Because he's like, I guess we can talk about it if you want to. But yeah, I mean, so Fred Durst did direct the joke. He's talking about the joke.
It's a lot of fun. It's a goof. I mean, obviously,
I love
the song's
that
called The Joke, so it's, yeah.
It's just a goof.
I want to talk
It's
about the
just
lyrics
a
on the
goof.
song for a second, but I love that you're in Fred's world, if that makes any sense, because I know you'll be well taken care of. Does that make
I
sense?
appreciate you saying that. Listen, he's a wild guy. I mean,
But he's all
He's a
heart.
crazy and
yes,
wild
we've been
guy.
friends for a long time.
That's the saying. You know that, so I'm not telling you anything you know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it maybe for the benefit of anybody watching, because I know Fred. If Fred wants you there, it's because he wants you there.
Yeah. No,
See what I'm
he's a
saying?
beautiful man.
You should
And
be
people don't
grateful,
realize that
sir.
about him. You know, they really don't. They just see the hard ass, kind of trouble starter, troublemaker. But he's not that guy. I mean, that's
He's
the
more
funny
like a
thing
master of ceremonies.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
He's like the master of disaster.
Yeah, but but eloquently. He's half self-aware of the fact that he's causing the mess. You know what I mean?
But isn't it kind of beautiful about the biscuit that he's been?
Why are we talking
purified
about
over
other people
time?
again?
You know what?
The
Here's
biscuit?
something really interesting.
Why do
And
we
I
do
think
this?
you're going to appreciate this. Going back to my song, The Joke, and why he's the perfect person to direct the video, is the fact that what I didn't know until just very recently is that Limp Bizkit was not started as a band. Limp Bizkit was started as a joke.
Another exclusive
Okay.
story.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so apparently he was always a director, and he liked acting, and he was into film work. That was his thing.
Yeah.
He loved film work. And I don't know if it was actually directly related to his appreciation for Spinal Tap or along those lines.
Right.
Doesn't know
But he
anything.
wanted to
Why is he
create
making
a
things up?
mock
Seriously.
rock band.
So I'm gonna
And
make
that
this
was
up.
the idea.
It does make sense in a kind of weird meta.
If you think about West Borland and the fact that, nobody really knows who the guy is,
Yeah.
and, the constant changing of the characters and the comedy value of their songs and like what's being said, it kind of all makes sense.
Very, very modern.
Yeah.
Very modern.
So he was really ahead of his time in all of that.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay, let's talk about you.
Okay.
And by the way,
It was so awkward.
What about those questions I
He
asked?
knows all these people probably even better than
Oh,
Corey.
100% better.
Yes,
100%.
exactly.
Trying to
Exactly.
manipulate. It
Right.
doesn't work.
Exactly, because he already knows.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like he
Corey
tried.
doesn't know where to go on any of this.
Right. So he tried to manipulate him about the veganism. He's like,
Yep.
nope, I already know more than you.
Yep.
Now he's trying to do it with the band stuff about Limp Bizkit. He's like, actually, I used to tour with these
It's like,
guys. Like, I
dude.
know everything more than you. It's like,
Yeah.
And
Like, you're
people
talking-
actually came to watch my band.
right, exactly. It's like, and not just
People
film
know who I
it
am.
for a joke.
collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
We actually worked together on the Angelic to the Core album. I don't know if you know that, but we did a song together.
I don't
called
know if you know
Seamless.
that. See, like he needs
which
something
we,
to be
uh,
He
his.
needs, yeah, he does.
This
I
is
did-
mine. I know this,
I
and you
did
don't.
forget that. I
Yeah.
forgot that Fred is on that album. Yeah. That album, by the way, is a
I would
cacophony.
not tell anyone that.
I was gonna say, don't ever look at that album. It's such a cacophony.
I don't know
Well,
if he does.
you notice how
it's
he
Scott.
said that he helped him on the record, and then he clarifies that it was like one song.
Right.
Yeah.
He helped
and
me on
then-
the record.
Right. And I don't even know if he goes into exactly
I
what
called him
kind of
and
help
he
he gave
listened
him.
to it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Because sometimes it's as much as like, hey, what do you think of this? And like,
Yeah, I
I
sent it to
probably at
him
least
first.
change that.
Yeah, he's on the record.
I'm gonna look this up too. What part did Fred Durst? Fred Durst contributed to the production of Angelic to the Core by providing music, rap, lead vocals, backing vocals, production, arrangements, and additional recording engineering for the track Seamless. He was featured on the album song Seamless, which is part of disc 1. Yeah, thanks for making a dual disc, you dipshit. Yeah, so I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty decent amount. Now, how
But
much?
but that's
that could
on
all
one
be
song.
one. I was gonna say that
That's-
could all
hey,
be
that's-
over one song.
That is what it said. He
Yeah.
he
additional-
contributed all those
the track,
parts
yes, for
to
one
that
song.
song.
You're right,
For
you're
that
right.
one song, yeah.
For Seamless. So yes.
So we were touring last year, and look, we're obviously I've been doing this for a very long time.
And everyone thought it
been
was a
putting out music
joke.
for 35 years, and it's been a very slow build. I like to say I'm an overnight success after 35 years, but
Corey,
Where's the
literally it was
success part?
like nobody cared, and I was just making these songs for film soundtracks and putting out these little indie.
Where?
What songs has he written
What's he
for
talking
movie
about?
soundtracks?
Didn't he do the soundtrack for Meatballs 4 or something?
All right,
Wait,
here we
did
go.
he?
Right.
Corey Feldman
You
has
know when that was?
he has contributed songs to music soundtracks primarily through his work as a songwriter and performer. He co-wrote and performed tracks for film soundtracks, including a song featured in the 1989 motion picture soundtrack, Wherever There's a Night, Something's in Your Eyes. So Something in Your Eyes. Oh, yeah. Something's in Your Eyes is for...
We know Something in Your Eyes.
Yeah, we love that. I love that. Boop. Released.
I struggle to believe that that's the song, though.
Yeah,
no,
right?
Basically, right? Somebody wrote it for him.
Anything else he's written.
Somebody wrote it for
Eddie
him.
Murphy's.
He performed it, and then they put it on the soundtrack. Is probably what happened.
Well, I agree with E-Rock that was a stolen.
So it's released by Mike Reno, and Corey Feldman. So yeah, Mike Reno wrote it and he performed it. Additionally, Feldman has written songs for soundtracks associated with his film roles, such as The Goonies, The Lost Boys, and Dream a Little Dream. Those specific song titles from these soundtracks are not detailed in the provided context.
What do you mean by that?
So basically, he
says he was involved.
He's like, I was
He gets
involved.
to
I
say
promise.
he was.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys don't look into it.
Don't look into it though.
Albums, and I had a small little, following, and every show we played was sold out, but we could never play bigger than like a 1,200 seater.
Sure.
Or the
and nobody would
lunchroom.
give me that time. Nobody would give me that space. I had so many doors slammed in my face. Oh, you're an actor. Nobody will take you seriously. Nobody will ever take you seriously.
He's acting like this doesn't still
And I was
happen.
Coming from the music
I know, right?
business, or
So the music
White
business,
radio wouldn't play me.
film
Black
business
radio
just
wouldn't play
wanted
me.
to not give me that shot. It was very, very known.
do you feel at some
that I
point it
was not
becomes
welcome.
kind of, because I've been through this and I'm not trying to project my shit on you, but do you feel at some point it almost becomes like strangely personal?
Yeah. Oh, it was very personal.
Oh, God,
And by
his
the way,
haters.
and I'm asking you in this context, and I hope you understand the gist of the way I'm asking. When you feel like it's personal, I oftentimes find myself wondering, what's the crime?
Right.
So, like, what crime have you committed?
Being a child
Don't go there, Corey.
of Hollywood. I
Right.
mean, that's the crime. The crime
Exploiting
is
angels?
what I've come to realize. I don't know if you got to see my film when I put it out, My Truth.
I've not seen it.
And he smashed it like a pumpkin.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard to find since we don't allow it to be out there anymore because it was stolen, it was pirated, and it was.
Come on now, dog.
It was one of the most heinous, horrendous, horrible receptions of a cry for help that I've ever seen in my life, and Hollywood should.
Okay, the movie itself, if you haven't seen it, it's fucking awful. It's literally like shoutouts to Cougs, but it's basically just Cougs in a studio getting interviewed and like two other random people getting interviewed, and they're all just corroborating Corey's bullshit stories. And that's literally what his like My Truth documentary that he needed $10 million. It's not a movie. It's literally just a couple people on the couch.
But
So that's your crime.
Well, my crime was that I was a kid who was molested, who was given drugs.
That's
And
a
so
crime.
what do they do to those kids? They make sure that they don't have the power
Go
of
away.
boys
This kid, he
when
was
they
like
get older.
16 or
Yeah.
something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I know. He was fucking 16. It was on a fucking couch and he sucked. and
that is
got
still
sucked
a
off.
kid, though. I mean, to be fair.
I mean, technically.
in
but-
terms of sexuality stuff.
No, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about, he said they gave me drugs, and it's like you were like 16.
I'm pretty sure you took the drugs while you were on set for the freaking Lost Boys. So
Right. Yeah.
The unsung hero, you're everybody's favorite, you're the future of Hollywood, you're the golden child, and then you turn 18 and
Wait
it's
a
like,
minute.
oh, remember when he had a career? And you're like, wait, what? 6 months ago, I was the golden child. What happened? Oh, but he got arrested for drugs. His career's over. What? What do you mean? I'm 18
Like
years old.
silly.
I'm just
No.
getting started.
Yeah.
Yes, I did have a drug problem because you people gave me drugs.
who?
Yeah.
Who?
And you get
Why
addicted
is
when
this
you're
their
given
fault?
drugs as
Yeah.
a kid, right?
I thought he got into drugs because of like
He tells it in choreography. He tells the
right,
story
like
about how
it wasn't his mom, but it was like a
no, it
friend.
was a freaking girl. There was a freaking
Some
PA,
girl.
the Chinese
Yeah.
girl that's really, really hot and picks him up because he's wandering around by himself on the street. And then
Right,
she gives
okay.
him cococaine all night. And then he goes in and
Right, I
Robert
do remember that.
Zemeckis
I do
yells at
remember
him.
that story. Yeah, I do remember that from choreography.
It's
Yeah.
happening.
And especially if you've got years and years of abuse that you're trying to squelch the pain from, it's kind of obvious that there's going to be a problem. And they know this. This isn't the first time this has happened. It's a systemic issue.
I
that
say this in
continues on.
sort of brotherhood, not to glom on your story, but like if we're playing the game on what's your crime, my crime was telling the truth about my generation.
Right. And my crime was the same, I guess.
They hated that I told the truth, that
What does
this
that mean?
generation that was presented as integral and everybody was too cool for school. I kept saying, no, this is totally full. These people are performers just like anybody else, any other generation. You can put a stripy, cool grunge shirt on it, but we're all ambitious and everybody wants to win. And Kurt Cobain was as ambitious as everybody else. So
Right.
you can assign these, like, let's call it comic book personalities to people who are really good, skilled people who are good at convincing you of certain things about themselves.
You
but it
asking
wasn't
what
true.
Billy's talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck is Billy talking about? Can
So,
somebody
so
explain this?
everybody was saying about the '90s, like the grunge movement was like, oh, just it was so different because nobody gave a fuck. It was like the anti-pop
Establishment
movement. But he's saying no, that's not. It's like it was
just
a
as corporate.
look like anything else. And Nirvana wanted to be successful. Kurt wanted to be rich and famous. He wanted the money so he could go buy all the guitars he wanted. It's like the idea that, oh, I just play shitty gear because I don't give a fuck is like absolutely ridiculous. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And that, and in that,
And you knew that, you knew the Hollywood version.
of course, but not only the Hollywood version, the music version too, because not only that, you have to realize
I was getting hated from both movie and music people, so I'm twice as good as you. That's literally what he just said.
Yeah, but you have to
Coming from
understand.
the 80s
If
where
you're
my-
not there. I am.
Yeah.
Like, this is another point where he's
I know
gonna be
that's
like,
the thing.
if
It's
were
like
in
you know
movies-
who the fuck you're talking to.
Yeah, he
Right,
does.
exactly,
It's weird.
yeah.
It's like he forgets.
Mm-hmm.
He
Michael
doesn't remember.
Jackson tells me my song "What's Up with the Youth" is going to be a #1 hit. I played it for him in the car. You know, he said, "The song is incredible, Corey. This is a #1 song. If I walk this into Tommy Mottola right now at CBS Records, I can get you a #1 song." And I said, "Thank you anyway."
How old were you at that?
Uh-oh, he doesn't remember.
18.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's pretty Eddie.
Yeah. And I was like, "Thank you, but no." Because #1, I'm your friend, and I don't want you to think I'm just another guy trying to get some shit out of you.
Which would have been everybody in the world at that point.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. It's like to turn down an offer from Michael Jackson. I know. It's like
I want
I'd
people
be
to
like,
know that,
I'd be like,
I'm going
thanks-
to Howard Stern instead.
Seriously,
Like,
I want to go to.
Fuck
I want to go
Michael.
to Cheeks Clapping. I want to go to the
Right.
Cheeks Clapping instead. Seriously, exactly.
This makes no sense. The story is just stupid.
No, it's so
So none of this happened.
But again, like, and no one's there to refute it, right? Again,
No,
going back to earlier, or last
says he's not dead
episode. Link in the description for the last episode. But like, yeah, it's like everyone's dead. Who can refute this, right? So it's like he can just
This
make
is
up
definitely a
whatever,
thing that happened.
right?
And,
Whatever the fuck
like,
he wants to make up. he
even
just
in
make
his
it up.
imaginary freaking thing, it doesn't make any logical sense. So you're like, can your imagination catch up with like rational thought? Like, what's happening?
That's a good point. Yeah,
It doesn't
for
make
sure.
any sense, sir.
And #2, if I do it that way, then you're the Michael Jackson protege. I'll be a
I would have
one-hit
definitely
wonder.
said that.
That
No one
I
would've said that.
think this second part is so much more the real reason versus the first reason, which is he did not want to be, his ego could not handle being the Michael Jackson protege.
Everybody will compare me to you for the rest of my life, and then what? You know, where do you go from there as an
I don't want to be compared to the king of pop for the rest of my life. It's like, what?
And then what? Well,
Yeah.
So I thought, if I'm
Yeah.
going to do this,
yeah.
I've got to do it myself.
So like,
It's
yeah.
got to be legitimate, and I've got to earn my stripes. And if that means playing holes for the next 20 years,
Yeah.
then so be it.
Well,
I'll play
here we are.
for the next 20 years, which brings us up to where we were. And by the way, Howard Stern just, smashed it like a pumpkin with everything by bringing on
Seriously.
his show with that song that Michael guessed would become #1,
You know,
and
in the
making
car.
a joke out of it.
Okay,
Making
In the car,
a
he may
fraud
or
out
may
of
When
not have
did
been
that
touching
happen,
me. I
Fran?
don't know.
Maybe.
Because he said, "Hey, I want you to come on my new show." And I said, "Well, I'm trying to push this new single. Is it what's the format?" I'd never seen the show. I just
What?
assumed.
That's the lie.
So, okay, I know this is the constant narrative from Corey,
never
which is
heard of him.
still it's still
Isn't
prevalent
that
to this
on
day.
him too?
Right.
I've never seen the show, so I agreed to go on to it
Exactly.
without
Right.
knowing anything, and I just made all these assumptions based on nothing because according to my own story, I've never seen or heard or known anything.
Yeah.
he's
It's
like
not
any-
like he stopped the performance like
Right.
he loves to do.
Right.
He stopped the thing. He just went.
He just
He
went all
went through
out.
the whole thing. It was like, and then the
And then he
reception
was
was
like,
fucking
it's
god
everyone
awful.
else's freaking fault.
And
It's
that's
everyone
all of a
else's
sudden
fault.
when he had a problem with it.
Well, I say so that's a really good point. I think that I think he thought it was a vibe, even though he probably thought it was weird, like what's going on here. But like, I think to your point, Stephen, like if that had gone off well, I don't think you would have had a problem with it whatsoever. Like, I think if it just was like, yeah, that went to the top of the charts and that video went viral or whatever the heck it was back in the day before viral.
And that's
was
the thing. Like,
you know?
I don't know.
Like, I think it'd be cool with it.
I don't remember what music sounded like whenever this song came out. But like, to me, the song fucking sucks, and that's why it didn't do well, because it fucking sucks.
Follow me back.
It has nothing to do with Howard Stern. Michael Jackson would not have been able to help it.
No.
Like even if I don't believe any of that story, but even if it was partially true or whatever, and Mike was able to bring it to someone that was able to get it into the hands of somebody on a radio station, people would not be requesting that song.
No,
it fucking sucked.
No.
Like, it was just a shitty song, period.
And that's a really good point, which is like his entire, again, ego super attached to this song. And it was literally about, if this doesn't do well, what's the thing I'm going to blame, which is his go-to, right? It's like, if something doesn't do well or if somebody says something bad, I have my go-to blame things. So as soon as he because you can see him, he's dancing, vibing, lip syncing the fuck out of that song.
Oh my god, he went
right.
Crazy
he's going ham. He's going crazy. And but as soon as it didn't do well, or as soon as it didn't hit the top of the charts, or he got some flack for being on the Howard Stern show, then you can kind of see his little backup go to.
Yeah, and be like, this is all their fault. They made me do that dance. I was on drugs.
Right. I mean, it's literally it's a simple example, but it's like with the Dancing with the Stars stuff. As soon as they're like, hey, you kind of suck tonight, it's a 3 for me. Oh, I was really busy, and listen, scoliosis. It's like,
I'm filming all these things.
Right, filming all these things, and I have scoliosis. It's like, it's so annoying.
Always
to
something.
think about, for sure.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
Everything by bringing me on his show with that song that Michael guessed would become number one, and making a joke out of it.
Okay,
making a fraud out of it.
Why did that happen? Sorry.
Because he said, hey, I want you to come on my new show. And I said, well, I'm trying to push this new single. Is it what's the format? I'd never seen the show. I just assumed he's like any other radio host.
Yeah.
Now, I did his radio show prior to that where
oh my god,
everybody.
So he literally just told it himself. He's like, I actually knew exactly what the show was.
Actually, I was on it before.
Right. Everyone knew who Howard Stern was.
Stupid.
Like he was a shock jock. That's
what?
Literally a shock jock.
How many successful artists have gone on Howard Stern's show? And how many of them are telling the same story of
that it's Howard's fault,
that Howard somehow sabotaged their entire career?
Right, exactly.
Literally fucking nobody.
No one. Literally, this is it.
No?
This is literally it.
It warned me. Howard Stern, he's really mean, he's really cruel, he'll do really awful things. And I was like, oh God, I was terrified.
Oh, so they told me about
saying, you gotta do it.
What are you doing?
You gotta do it. Okay, fine. So I did it when he died. So the day that Sam died was the first time I did Howard, and Howard was very sweet. He was very welcoming. He was very warm. We had an immediate bond.
Yeah.
And so I did the show 2 or 3 times in succession, and he said, come out to New York, come to the TV show too, it'll be great. So I'm going with the idea that he's been really sweet, he's been great. I came in through Sam, so he knows not to mess with me. Everything will be fine.
I forgot he uses Sam Kennison in this.
And I get there, and they said, we're going to do a skit. It's called Club Howie, and you're going to perform, but we're going to act like it's Club MTV. But, I'm dressed as Right Said Fred, and so it'll be kind of funny, but
I mean, that's
he told you the entire fucking premise.
Exactly
right. That's exactly what it is. So it's like you shouldn't have been surprised. That's literally what it is.
What's happening here? I'm just gonna go out and do a dance.
Wait, you told me everything that was gonna happen, but now it's happening. I don't like it. What the heck? Seriously, I'm confused. I'm just gonna do my dance with
and Howard's antics made my song dog shit.
And the mix, it was definitely Howard's fault, even though you couldn't hear my vocals like any other song I've ever done. Definitely his fault.
I like when he introduces it and he's like, the song's called What Up With You? Or whatever.
He says the wrong name. He says the wrong name. Seriously,
the song is it's called What Up With You.
It'll be like you performing, and the performance won't be funny. It'll just be you performing.
Sure.
Okay, I can go with that. So I do it, and I walk out on stage, and there's a midget in a hula skirt. And there's guys passing blow-up dolls in front of me and acting like they're mentally impaired. I'm going, what is this? What
You
is
didn't see
this?
the show at all.
Mockery.
You didn't see
Somebody's
the
old,
show.
sir.
So they took my music and they made it a form of mockery. And that was the initial launch. I mean, the only thing that I had televised prior to that was an amazing reception when I performed as the first performance at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Oh my God.
But so what he's describing is a piped in Nickelodeon audience that was literally
Children.
paid to cheer for whatever was on stage versus a comedy show, a shock jock radio show
Yeah.
where no one was paying attention and glazing him. And you could literally just see like that's his issue with it. It's like,
And he goes back to that moment.
and yeah, and to Steven's point, the song is just not fucking good. Like, whereas Something in Your Eyes is actually fucking good. Like, Something in Your Eyes fucking slaps.
Right. If he would have gone on the show with that song, well, if he could sing it better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, who knows? Because we weren't paying attention whenever this shit happened. But it's like,
No.
was he really getting like blasted in the media over what a shitty joke?
No.
I don't think so.
You know
I
what I
think-
mean? Like, so it's like,
Yeah.
none of it even makes fucking sense
I
from
think it's
any
his
angle that Howard did him dirty in any way whatsoever. It's like
Right.
nobody fucking cared about the song.
No.
Nobody fucking cared about the performance.
Nobody cared
This
about
has
Chloe
been his
Feldman.
entire career.
I think
Nobody
you just
fucking cares
I think
about any of it.
yeah. I think